Hello, my beloveds. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Sweet D's Cooking. Now, I was actually just coming up in here, getting ready to prepare a few different things. So, the way this thing works is since I'm primarily here by myself most of the time and I don't eat a lot at one time, I might prepare a few different things and then just have it on hand so that I could eat on it, over the next few days, next couple days or whatever. And I ain't got no shame, honey. Baby, I do's the leftovers. I sure do. I'm a firm believer in the fact that over the next, now I'll eat on something for like 3 days, sometimes 4, depending on what it is. Now I know some of you is like, I've even met someone one time that said she didn't eat leftovers, and I had never ever heard of that ever in my life before. My mother raised us up on eating leftovers. She was a single mother of 4, working hard to, stretch out the food throughout the month as much as she was able to do. So, she would cook these big meals and we would eat on it until it was gone, keep it in the refrigerator 2-3 days. Hey, I've never seen nothing wrong with it. And then the thing about it is, especially the first day that you prepare a meal, sometimes it don't taste as good until after it's rested in the refrigerator overnight and those flavors have baked through. And then don't even get to playing with me about the next night. Let me tell you, as the flavors done basted in and kicked in and marinated in and spent the night with each other in that refrigerator, you don't know what you're missing if you don't partake in leftovers. Okay. So, anyways, I got off topic. Sorry, I do that from time to time. So, back on point. So, I am getting ready to prepare. I'm going to make some bacon ranch pasta salad. I'm going to skin the chicken off these 2 chicken thigh drum pieces that I boiled in order to prepare for chicken tacos. Yeah, that was the main thing on my mind. But I'll use the chicken for my salads, a quesadilla or something. Like, you could always use and find a use for some loose chicken that you got pulled off of, the bones and stuff. Shredded chicken. That's what it is. So, I was in the middle of about to pull the meat off the chicken. And I'm also thinking about, not sure if I'm going to, but I want to make these brownies tonight. And I want to load them up. So I want to make loaded brownies. So I want to load them up with walnuts, white chocolate chips, maybe some marshmallows, and possibly some dried fruit. I have dried apricot I can cut down. I also have dried coconut. So these are ideas that are spinning in my brain right now. Experimentation is the name of the game sometimes. And nothing like it. It's so fun to do. So let's go ahead and get started and just jump right on in. Let me get my water boiling for my macaroni for my pasta salad. Yes. I have always enjoyed doing my Sweet D's cooking on my Facebook. But now that I'm on YouTube, it's a whole new ball game. And I pray that you guys really enjoy what you see in here. You know what I mean? And I want to keep it fun. I'm not going to feel pressured to do this more often than I've been doing or whatever. I'm going to keep it fun, and I'm going to keep it according to what I've been doing, which is just bringing you guys along sometimes when I'm in the kitchen. Not every time. Not trying to put together things to cook just for the show. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not putting all that pressure on myself. It will just be just like it's been being. Whenever, soever I just happen to be in the kitchen and I feel like letting y'all watch me, then I'll go ahead and start an episode. Okay? So, my water is boiling. Gonna put my salt in it. Ooh, these nails, I tell you, sometimes you can't do the most basic stuff. Look at this. It's a shame. Can't even scratch up the, good God. You know, that's why it's a hood cooking show, y'all, because you have to improvise. You have to do these things. You have to improvise. So, I'm going to go ahead and put that salt in that water to get it started boiling, okay? And then, so while my pasta is boiling, I'm going to be preparing the sauce that's going to go, with it. And then, I'm going to be skinning the chicken, okay? So, this is the pasta that I'm going to be using. This small shell pasta, okay? And when my water gets to boiling good, I'm going to go ahead and add this. Now, you want to let the pasta get to al dente. Al dente means not all the way soft enough for you to just easily bite through, and we don't want soggy pasta. Just tender enough to where it bends, okay? That's the secret. Unless you want pasta that is too soggy, because based on the fact that it is going to be getting drenched in these sauces for our pasta salad, you don't want it to get soggy. No one likes soggy pasta. So for my bacon ranch pasta salad, I will be using, the sauce will be consisted of this Hidden Valley Ranch dip. I'm going to mix that with some ranch dressing, mayonnaise, sour cream, some of this Alfredo cheese sauce. I'm going to put some real bacon pieces up in that pasta salad. I'm going to add cheese. Y'all already know I'm the cheese queen. Colby Jack and shredded cheddar jack. What's life if you ain't got cheese, 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 cheese? Hey, I've loved cheese my whole life. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Cheese. I'm going to put some green onions in it. Red bell pepper. And some avocados. So I'm going to be getting all these things prepared as, we just utilize the time as we can, okay? So, the water's not boiling yet. Chop down the veggies first. All right. So yes. Life is only what you make it. You know that? I was given a message earlier, and I think I'll probably make it a separate video on here for the Positive People Network, which is a group on my Facebook page. And I would really encourage you guys to join, send a request. If you feel like you're a positive person that has, you know, some positive energy you would like to spread and contribute, feel free to join our page, our group, Positive People Network. You know, let me tell y'all something. It is my hope, wish, dream, and vision that some kind of way positive minds and those on the consciousness of positive influence can somehow band together and begin to shift and raise the overall consciousness of the world by spreading love and positive energy. You know, scientists and science have finally confirmed that people are just like plants in the fact that we feed off of one another. Energetically wise, they are, and you know, the crazy thing about it is us spiritual folks have always known that, but science is just now getting around to finally, you know, scientifically proving it to be a scientific fact, which is great because now us empaths and, you know, other spiritual people that, you know, can actively feel ourselves being energy vamped, we have a scientific backing now that we can say, it's been scientifically proved that this is going on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anyhow, that is my vision, that somehow on a each one teach one, person by person basis, we can begin to shift the climate of overall consciousness all over the globe by being positive as possible. You know, there's too much negativity in this world, too much hatred, too much violence, too much senselessness, too much, just too much overall. Now, this is why we call it a hood cooking show, because I don't have a real camera or tripod or none of that. Y'all are balanced up with my tablet up against the dishwashing liquid. Okay? And if you fall, you fall. And that's just what happened. So let me put something else in front of you. For now, put the Alfredo sauce. I'm going to lean it right there. Hopefully that'll hold it. Anyway, back to our normally scheduled program. Okay. So, yeah, that's my vision for the Positive People Network. It's a positive space, no negativity allowed, and we just encourage each other all day long in the form of positive memes, testimonials, feedback, encouragement. This is what we do. And eventually the group is going to grow to get big. Right now it's just starting off. It isn't even 2 weeks old yet. And if you would like to be a part, find my Facebook page, Deshauna Latresa. You may need to send me a request, or you might be able to see it publicly. I believe you can. But the group is closed. You have to send a request to get in. So, yes. So, I'm just cutting up these red bell peppers. I'm going to dice them down. Already cut down the green onion. Oh, my water is over there boiling away. Let's go ahead and add this pasta. Since it's just little old me, I just added like half the box. And this is just a 16-ounce box. It was for a whole family like I used to cook for. I would have did the whole box. Back to what I was saying. You're just going to dice down these red bell peppers. I love red bell pepper. They give a really good flavor to whatever you put them in. They don't have the same type of flavor as green bell pepper. They have a something I can't even explain, whatever kind of taste that it adds. It's something that you have to just taste it for yourself so that you can decide whether you like it or not. But you want color in your food. As much color as you can put in your food. That's what you want, because the color is where the nutrients are at. Okay. From there, I'm going to add some avocados. Just cutting down all veggies right now. Let me rinse this cutting board. Now, I finally found a successful way to save the other half of the avocado. The last time I used the avocado, what I did was, let me get a brand new bag. I kept the pit in it. Okay, I think it must be something about keeping the pit in it that helps maintain the freshness. Because one thing, I just can't stand an avocado that begins to start oxidizing. I hate when they start turning brown. And you know that when it comes to avocado, guacamole, anytime it's exposed to oxygen, oxidation is a normal process that's going to happen. But for me, call it a pet peeve, I don't know, but as soon as I see any browning of anything, I just feel like it's old and it's bad, and it's hard for me to eat avocado once it started browning. It might still be good, but based on the fact that it's browning, I can't do it. So this is what I did last time, and I was surprised when I came back 4 or 5 days later and the avocado was still bright green. I took it, I put it in a bag like this. Now, when it comes to this kind of, what you got to do is try to get out as much of the air as possible. All right? Try to get out as much air as possible. So, wipe this. What I did, I squeezed out all the air, sealed the bag, squeezed out all the air. Try to protect the avocado. Pour a little avocado as much as you can as you're squeezing out the air. Okay, so it did get squished up a little bit in the process anyway. All the air out as you can. Then you're going to wrap this avocado. Wrap it up. The goal is try to get it with no air, oxygen in it as possible. Wrap it up, triple, double wrap like this, okay? And when you put it in the refrigerator, 4 or 5 days later, you should come back and it's still green like this. Because what we did is we have minimized the oxygen contact. Okay? Set it to the side for now. So, this is how I cut my avocado. I like to cube it, okay? Or slice it. If you're going for, usually if I'm going for just putting it on tacos, I'll just slice it by going down the middle like this, by going down the sides like this, while it's inside the shell. Just go ahead and, I just love avocado so much. I think they're so beautiful. They're so tasty. Just slice them. They slice so easy. Okay. But in this case, we're not doing tacos. So we're going to dice them. So then you just go ahead and turn it. Cut it the other way. Okay. This is dicing it. That's how you dice avocado. Nice and easy. Then to get it out, all you do, make sure that you kind of like clean around the sides. Just clean it around the side. Use the knife. Just Just go all around the side, trail all around the side, all the way around the perimeter till you come back where you started. And then boom, just go ahead and dig it out. It turns right out into, comes out as cubes. Dig it right out. And it comes out with no problem. See that? No problem. Yum. This is our vegetable mix that is going to go into our pasta salad. All right, clean up, clean up, clean up. Get your scraps, take them to the garbage. Check that pasta. It's right there. It's just about at al dente. I'm going to give it probably about one more minute. About one more minute. Start blending that sauce. Get out of dish to put it all into. Mind you, I've been in my place just about 6 months now. So I have to remind myself that's not long at all. Still lots of things I don't have. I don't have a lot of big bowls. I only have 2. I don't have a lot of, different things. That's why this is the Hood Cooking Channel, because we improvising so much. All right, so now we're going to drain the pasta. This is an excellent drainer. I got this from the dollar store, and it's really what you call it? I don't even know what it's called. It's really a thing you set over the frying pan when you're frying to keep the grease, a splatter guard. That's what it is, to keep the grease from splatting everywhere. But it's a great strainer. So it's a multitasker. Okay, so just place it over the top as you pour the water off the pasta. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. And then we just pour the pasta into our dish. Okay, there we go, set to the side. And just because it's pasta, for me, since it's pasta, I am always tempted to put butter in pasta. I just always am. I'm always tempted. So just because it's bare naked pasta just sitting here all vulnerable like this, we're going to add some butter to it, okay? Go ahead and just put a nice good pat on there just to help it out a little bit so it's not just so lonely. Lonely, desolate, and stark naked and alone. You just set them up, let the butter sit in there and just start melting with it, okay? And I would say season it up, but I'm not going to do that because when we make this Hidden Valley Ranch dressing dip sauce, we don't want to run the risk of over seasoning, okay? And I'm trying to think, I might even need a bigger bowl than this. Yeah, I think so. Yes. yes, yes. I'm just thinking. I do this when I'm thinking. See, I got this bowl out, but I want this bowl to make my brownie mix. Oh well. Dilemma. Just hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I wish this tablet could pause. These are the moments where I will pause y'all ass while I figure this out. This should be good enough. If it's not, we'll just have to bust a different board. I'm not gonna sweat it. Okay. Okie dokie. Hopefully this will work fine. All right, so here we go. Let's get this. Let's start putting this sauce together. Okay. So the packet calls for 16 ounces of sour cream, but I'm already adding all kind of other stuff in addition to. So we are not going to stick to the package directions. So I'm just going to put probably like approximately 1 cup. Okay. Some actual ranch dressing. Okay. Rinse it and do some mayonnaise. I don't like double dipping, so let's just stick the same. You know, that's common sense stuff. Mayo. I'm just gonna put 2 big tablespoons. It's about that much mayo left. I'm so tempted just to scrape the rest. I'm gonna just scrape the rest. That's gonna be approximately 1 cup of mayo as well. Now the thing about it is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put enough lubricant, wetness, enough wetting agents in your sauce. Because as I told you guys in the last video, when it comes to any kind of pasta, I don't play. I don't play any kind of Italian dishes. I just don't play. So if it's something that's called for sauce, it needs to have plenty of sauce. It shouldn't be borderline dry. We don't do that. We don't do that, y'all. So I'm gonna put some of this Alfredo sauce as well. Go ahead and pour some of that up in there. Yum. This is going to be delicious. I can already tell. Now we're gonna do the season pack. Good. Let's go ahead and mix it up. I'm going to add a little bit of milk. Not a lot, just a little. Yeah, Actually, that was kind of a lot. Not a lot, just a little. I'm supposed to pour the whole quarter cup or more. Okay, because we need it to be as silky and creamy as we want it to be. Not kind of too thick to navigate. Oh, it's looking so delicious. The ridges in these bowls, this Tupperware is what's causing me to. See y'all? Ain't y'all glad I covered myself and called it a hood cooking channel? That's why can't nobody accuse me and say, ooh, shit, she ghetto as hell. Well, we already know that. Hello? We makes it work. Makes it work by whatever means. I gotta get the sauce that's the powder of the packet that's crept into the cracks, the inner regions. It's hiding out. And it needs to come forth and join the rest of the society. Come out the cracks. Quit hiding. We know you in there. Bring your ass out. There you go. That's good enough. See how it's looking? This is our sauce, you guys. Now, put that to the side for a second. I'm going to stir this pasta up with the butter that was in it. Okay. Okay. Good. Now, we're just going to go ahead and pour the sauce into the pasta. Now, mind you, this requires refrigeration. After you all done mixing everything together, you want to refrigerate it at least an hour before you serve it, because this is a cold salad. But the good thing about it, I might be just different than the other people, but I don't mind eating things that are supposed to be cold hot. Sometimes I actually like a potato salad. Sometimes I like to heat it up in the microwave with some cheese on it. cheese over everything, right? Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and add our veggies. Matter of fact, let me get the sauce. Let's get the sauce penetrated first before I do the veggies. Up in there. Let's make sure we got that sauce covering everything like it was supposed to be. It smells heavenly. Good God. Ooh, yes. It smells like the lick right here without nothing else. So far, so good. It should look like this. Nice and creamy. See that? Well coated. Sauce well coated. It ended up being a perfect sauce ratio. Add the veggies. And I'm going to go ahead and add the bacon bits as well right now. sure ain't nobody gonna break up in there. I like that though. That's a lot of wrapping. Good God. Yeah, they got that, huh? Healthy amount, you know, to your liking. Some might want more, some might not. I did about that much from the top. While I'm at it, I'm going to do my cheese too. Okay. Nice, healthy dose mixture of cheese. This is the shredded cheddar jack. This is the Colby Jack. I have about this much left, maybe half a cup to a cup. Put all the rest of that up in there. Let me stir it, and if it looks like it can take some more, then I'm going to put in some of the mild cheddar I have in the refrigerator. Let's just see what we're looking at so far. Yes, yes, yes. And then as you, when you put it in the refrigerator to chill it, some recipes say chill pasta salad for like 3 hours. You know, when you chill it after you mix everything together, it gives the flavors a chance to mesh, like I was saying earlier. So it's just all up to your preference, but anytime you have to boil pasta in order to make a salad, you want to make sure it's chilled. You know, if it's being served with like mayonnaise, because sometimes the noodles still be warm and kind of, you know, warm, and it can make the salad warm. And if it's supposed to be a chilled pasta dish like this is, you don't want to ruin the taste by serving it while it's still warm. And again, it's up to preference. My hands start to get stiff after stirring for a while, so bear with me. Trying to kind of go gently too, because keeping in mind that that avocado is cubed up. It's very soft, so it's so easy to smush it if you know, are too vigorous with your stirring. So I just wanted to get everything well blended, and everything looks very well blended. I just love how it looks and smells. Look, looks and smells great. So I've got to take a taste test just to see if I need to add any seasons. From the smell of it, I doubt it. But let me just make sure. Perfect. Oh my God, that is bomb. Good God in heaven. I'm just going to add a little more cheese. I'm a cheese freak. Y'all already know, like I said, I can't say it enough. I'm a straight cheese freak. I'm going to add look at it, acting up. Don't want to let me in. Some of this mild cheddar, medium mild cheddar. There we go. It's the only thing can make it better. Oh, by the way, I rinsed that spoon, y'all. We don't play when it comes to that. You don't lick and dab and go back in. That's just dirty and nasty. Don't do it. Even if you're just cooking for yourself. because bacteria gets in it and, you know, starts growing. You can probably get sick. I don't know. I just don't do it. I was raised not to do it. And if I see people doing, if I see you doing that while I'm supposed to be eating something, then I don't want to eat at your house or eat after you, because you nasty. You're not supposed to eat cook like that. All right. It's done. It's done. There we go. See? All done. And now, being that I see this video is 40 minutes, I think this is it. Y'all ain't gonna watch me skinning no chicken or doing no brownies, because the last video took 3 hours to upload. I'm not a technological advanced person, y'all. I'm doing all this off my little tablet, so bear with me. Ain't no telling how long this one's gonna take, but thank you for watching another episode of Sweet Dee's Cooking, and I pray that you guys all have a blessed evening, and I look forward to you watching me again. Bye bye.